So this is my 95 Ford Ranger that got backed into in a parking lot a little while back. And so went out or did some research and found just online, ordered a new taillight lens, and basically found it for about $15. So pretty inexpensive. I've see cars all the time running around with just tape or whatever on their broken lens covers, but just the cost of this and the ease of installation was pretty simple. So I thought I'd just make this quick little video, kind of show how what all's involved. And anyways, got the piece here. And so again, I said this is my vehicle's a 95 model, which 93 to 97, they all use this same part there. So just a little FYI there. So anyway, the three white strips, those just peel off, and that's where the kind of the bulb housing just clips into there, or kind of rotates into. So it's kind of nice when I got this, because I'd never taken this particular one off, so I wasn't exactly sure how it all mounted up. But basically, you got the two holes there, kind of on the outside edge of the lamp, and then you got two on the inside, so you'll need to drop the tailgate. Basically, just a Phillips head screwdriver is really all you need to get the old one off and put the new one on. So basically, like I say, there's two bolts, two little Phillips head screws there on the outside, and basically I just kind of worked everything loose first. But so see, I've got basically got the two there, and then kind of on the edge there, closest to the tailgate where the light is, there's like a little hook that you kind of got to pop it in there a little bit, but it's the light will kind of want to pull it out towards the outside, get around that little hook there. And it's pretty grungy in there, but basically pretty straightforward. From there you'll just rotate the light housing pieces there, and I could kind of tell just by looking at the new one how these went in there. You just rotate them, and then they just basically just kind of pop out there. So pretty simple. You'll rotate it about, I don't know, maybe between 5 and 10 degrees, and then they just pop out. And I'm just kind of laying these back, but it's pretty easy to tell the length of the wires and everything else, and then the little flanges that you engage into the housing there, they're all a different pattern. So they're only going to go in each specific hole there. But you got the one light that's your brake light, one's your reverse, and then the other's your turn signal light, which that'd be the turn signal one there. Which that one, it kind of mounts a little more sideways-ish, but if you just kind of have a visual before you rotate them out, it's pretty straightforward and pretty simple. So we got these, just getting them all back in there, and basically it's just put them in the slot, and you can basically feel when it stops and when the light's fully engaged there. And then this would be a similar procedure if you had a burnt out light. You're basically going to be doing the same thing. So I'm not sure if the bulb just plugs in. I think that's all that it is. I kind of messed with it there just to kind of see for future reference. But if somebody wanted to see how to do that, you're going to have to do all these steps as well. So be a good reference if you have a burned out light bulb as well. So and once you get all those pieces in, the little gaskets were looking a little crusty, but I think they seem like they're fine. I don't think any water had gotten in the one before. Just kind of checking that connection, because I was yanking on it there a little bit. And you'll kind of just get that little nub hooked in there on the inside closest to the tailgate, And then yeah, that's the little nub right there. And usually what I like to do on something like this, or even any bigger pieces where there's multiple screws, usually it's I don't know, one little tip is to just get all the screws started. You don't want to just put one screw in and tighten it up all the way. You want to have them all at least kind of engaged, and maybe turn a time or two before you start tightening anything down. So it makes it a lot easier to get everything lined up, and a lot easier to get all the screws started if you start them with all of them being loose, I guess you could say. And I have my little DeWalt drill driver, or the impact driver that I use, which makes pretty quick work of it. But I don't know, something this fragile, it's probably best off just sticking with your normal screwdriver to put them in. You don't want to run that thing through real quick and over torque it and break the lens cover there. So getting it out, makes pretty quick work with that little small impact drill. And once I got it all position started, just torque them all down there, wipe off the crusty dust and everything. But yeah, it was I don't know, it's basically not really much excuse to drive around with one that's all ratty or taped up, as inexpensive as these are. It's just a basic aftermarket version, but once it's on there, I couldn't tell the difference between this one and the original one. So yeah, just thought I'd go ahead and do a quick little video of this. Maybe it'll help somebody that's in a similar situation that doesn't really know exactly how easy this is to put one of these on. But anyway, yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.